Alright, good morning. Happy Saturday. I had to pause for a minute. I was like, it's Saturday, right? Pretty sure it's Saturday. Just getting everything set up here. Alright. One thing I want to do today is try to finish up some collections. Hey Laval, how's it going? Hey Winterfall. Morning. Or afternoon for some of you guys. Hey Aiden, welcome. Randy, hello. Hey Jess. Welcome in everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope your weekend is starting off well. Looks sunny outside. I think I'm gonna have to go outside later. I imagine it's gonna be very nice. Normally, when I lived back up north, I'd have to wait till... You get the odd, like, nice day in April every once in a while, but for the most part, you have to wait till, like, May. And I was like, now it's like, ooh, I get warm days all the time. It is currently 70 degrees with a high of 78, and it's going to be sunny today. That is perfect. That is like a perfect day. 78 and sunny. Yes, please. Yes, please, and thank you. All right, I had some audio issues this morning right before I first started, so hopefully they're all sorted out. Hopefully you can hear both the game and me. For some reason, whenever I turn the computer off and like let it rest, like it changes it off the normal settings. I don't know. It's weird. One, new hiking boots give you blisters. Yes, they do. Any new shoe actually will give you blisters. You have to break them in. So you have to like wear them a little bit at a time. So like wear them for like 20 minutes, you know, or something. And then like wear them for like an hour. You don't want to go hiking, like a long hike with new hiking boots, for sure. It will not feel good. What's the second thing you learned? You're like, I learned 2 new things today. All right, I'm going to take a look at some dailies here. If you pop them, you can't walk. Yes. Although I do have a habit of popping blisters, you are not supposed to pop them because the fluid in there is protecting you. Like, so you're supposed to keep them intact because the fluid protects you and it will facilitate healing. And if you pop them, like, it'll actually take them longer to heal. But do tend to pop them because, yeah. Just cuz. But you're not supposed to. Ask anyone. Also, they are Army combat leather boots. I often wonder, like, when you go into the military for the first time, like, if you're like, I graduated high school and I'm going straight into the military, you know, and you're like in all this new gear and you're running and hiking and doing stuff. I wonder how many blisters you have as a new like recruit. Probably a lot. I mean, I feel like that's part of the process because you're going to be like uncomfortable if you have to go into combat, obviously. So they're like, we're going to put you in uncomfortable situations now so you can handle it better. Surprisingly, you didn't get any blisters. Some people are just lucky. I will definitely get blisters from new shoes if I'm on my feet too long. Did I ever tell you I briefly trained as a... Oh, when you were... Okay, so when you first went, it's surprising you didn't get... Oh, but they really harp on, like, wearing 2 pairs of socks and using wolfskin. Okay, well, that's good. That's good to know. I figured they'd just be like, fend for yourself. My brothers were both in the Marines, and they have, like, horror stories of... I'm sure they don't tell the worst of them, but, like, there are some stories they tell that I'm just like, oh, man, that sounds awful. When my brothers were new Marines too, at some point, one of them was like, all right, do you want to go into the Marines? Do you want to join? And I was like, do I look like the type of person that can pee in front of somebody else? Like, no. No. I do not want to go into the military. Thank you for your service. You guys are amazing. I could not do it. I was in the Air Force. Maybe they're smarter about it. Maybe. Or maybe they're just not like as rough on their recruits. I've never asked my brothers that before about that. My Doc Martens were fine, although I got them used. They did rub my heel after a move and they got squished. I feel like some of it is like you have to break the actual shoe in. So if they're used shoes, maybe it's not as bad. But then also your foot has to get used to the shoe. And JROTC, our boots were designed to be in the winter, and we wore them all the time, and those suckers are classified as chemical weapons. Sorry, it took me longer than it should have for me to read that sentence. I sometimes get weirdly curious when I get the bubble blisters if I could pop them, or if I can't even get to that point because it hurts too much. It's true. I just like, yeah, I'm a little weird about that kind of stuff, so I'm like, pop it. They're not supposed to. You're definitely not supposed to. Okay, so daily challenges for today. We've got 5 animals trampled, craft a tonic, 5 non-player enemies knocked out, place top 3 in a shootout showdown, 5 ram's head picked, 3 sheep skinned, and 1 train clerk mission completed. 3 bounty targets looted, 2 tagged with a tracking arrow. I think I'm out of tracking arrows, actually. I gotta check that. 3 eagle eye used to track a bounty target. 15,838 distance delivery wagon traveled on a mission. I actually almost have 100 goods. $200 money made from trading. I can't talk today either. 10 small animal carcasses donated to crypts. 2 collectibles found with the metal detector. 3 fossils found. 3 lost jewelry found. 4,827 distance moonshine wagon traveled on a mission. Drink your own strong moonshine. Change your decor. Craft or use 2 blending tonics. Use 2 hearty tonics when too hot or too cold. And revive 2 sedated animals. Hey, Gen X, how's it going? By the way, what do you guys think of this mane on this horse? I've never been a huge fan of this color horse. Like, I like the Ardennes, but the coloring is a little bit, yeah, I've just never been a fan of the 2 colors. But, like, I hopped in a story with Arthur, and for some reason, like, because I don't have the extra manes, I found this color, and with the dreads, it, like, looked best. And I thought, actually, with this saddle, it went pretty nice. It's a bad case of curiosity kills the cat. Swedish My horse really just turned away and put... Oh, there's someone coming through. I was like, what was this? Yeah, put your butt in my face. Turn away from me. Swedish soldiers are ordered to change their socks after 45 minutes while on march. Yes. That's good that they at least care about you guys. Like, because in the march, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can get for wet wearing like having your feet being wet for too long, especially in like dirty, like, yeah, swamp water. So one of the things I want to do today too is I want to try to get some of these card collections, start building them up. For example, wands and swords. There's like 1 card. Okay, 2 cards in this case. I would need to get a second set, so I want to try to do some of that today. I am now up to 8 coin sets. It is insane. I got another gold quarter the other day. And the gold quarter is the only one at this point that's uber rare. I haven't gotten a gold dollar token in a little while, but it's not super rare for me, so I think I'll get to 10 no problem there. And arrowheads, I'm at 9 freaking arrowheads. The only thing I think I need is a raw and a bone. I'm actually at 10 agate, 10 quartz, 10 obsidian. It's insane. I don't want to sell any because I want to wait and see if next month is a collector month. If next month is not a collector month, I'll probably sell like 2 sets so that I can collect arrowheads again. But hey, Rose, how's it going? All right, let's see what we got in this area I'm in, actually. Actually, first of all, let's mark some things here. So we got wands. I need... So we need the 7, not the 8, 7. And the knight. Let's go ahead and mark. We'll mark heirlooms is what's important. Try to pick those up too. So I think 3 is the least amount of sets I have. Actually, I have quite a few that I would need to get. So we got the ebony hairpin, ivory hairpin, jade hairpin. All the hairpins. They must be in not as good of places. Tortoiseshell comb, horse hairbrush. What do I have 10 of? Boar bristle brush. I can't even get that one. Mark through that one. And the ivory comb. All right, and then let's see, we got cups. So I have 2 sets of cups. So anything that's a 2, so we need the knight, the 9, 3, 5, queen. Oh, we need quite a few of these. 4 is at 10. Anything else at 10? It's funny how flowers, like, I'm good on flowers except like the agarita. I need to make a point to get some agaritas today. I did get a second sea scorpion yesterday too. So we're up to 2 of those, which is nice. Alcohol bottles is probably the Irish whiskey. Yep, Irish whiskey. I'm only at 2. It's another one of those things where, again, they're not right in easy areas usually. We'll try to make it a point to pick that one up today. Pentacles. Pentacles, pentacles, pentacles. All right. We need the 8. We need the 10. We need the king. The 4. The 5. I have been neglecting cards. Sheesh. All right, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, and then I should only need like 1 or 2 cards for swords. All right, we need the ace. We need the 10. Did you see that this month's collection for Madame Nazar, you need a quartz arrowhead? Like, what? What do they think we were going to give up our quartz arrowheads for that? Come on. Get out of here. All right, that's the knight. The knight is actually a part of the collection too, because it's green on this list. The 2, the 9. All right, quite a few things to collect. Quite a few. All right, so in the area I'm in right now, there's actually a few cards. So I'm down by Dewberry Creek. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and grab this fossil. Any games I'm looking forward to this year? That is a good question. I was really looking forward to Rise of the Ronin. I watched some gameplay, I read some reviews, and I was like, meh, $70. But like, a lot of people are talking about how good it is, how much they're enjoying it. So I will pick it up the second it goes on sale, and I will do a playthrough. Other than that, name some stuff that's coming out this year, because I haven't really heard anything that I'm excited about. But I also don't know if there's something coming out that I just haven't realized. Oh, there it was. I saw it pop up. Somewhere. There it is. Oh, come on. I did a run yesterday for all the fossils, jewelry, and random items, and it was like 103 things. I felt broken after that. Winterfall. I remember the days when the map was, or the collectibles were not random at all. And I would literally do full collector runs the entire map, and it would take like 6 to 8 hours. And I'd be up to like 3 a.m. collecting, like, just being like, I feel terrible. What am I doing with my life? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, IPA, how's it going? Hey, Diana, good morning. Morning, ST3. Yeah, Randy, are you looking forward to any games this year? I can't think of anything that might be coming out that I would be like particularly excited about. I was really excited for Rise of the Ronin. I was super bummed when, I mean, look, let's be real. It's not going to be like the best game graphically and maybe even like combat wise, but a lot of people are talking about how it's really fun. Like there's a lot like involved. And so I will pick it up as soon as it drops. If I can get it to drop to like 50, I'll buy it. I think 70 was probably a bit much for the game, in my opinion. I thought there was a diggable here, but like nothing's happening. Oh, it's a flower. There's a flower nearby. I was thinking it was the jewelry, but I went for the flower. All right, where's the flower? I'm not doing too bad. My class has been even more stressful. The next stuff doesn't unlock until today at 3, so I've kind of just put it out of my mind for the last 2 days. I had to email the professor after my last quiz. I have not heard back from her, and I'm really just ready for it to be done, and I think it'll be fine. I'm ready for it to be done. And hey, the Irish whiskey's right here this time. That's nice. I'm ready to move on to my next classes, and I also went and looked at apartments yesterday. Setting up an appointment to look at an apartment here is ridiculous, like really, because you can never get in touch with anybody. It's like all automated, and I don't think the automated system talks to the person that you're actually meeting. So I actually went there and there was like nobody there, and I waited for like 20 minutes and nobody showed up, and then finally as I was getting ready to leave, the lady showed up. So I talked to her a bunch. Fortunately, it's like the same apartment complex I'm in, just in a different area, so my lease could be transferred there. and it would get me a little bit closer to where I want to be. But unfortunately, like, my rent would go up another $200, and it's a much smaller place, and I just can't do that right now. So I am going to slowly start, at least I don't think so. I'm going to look at all my fan night stuff this weekend. But it is really ridiculous, the rate they're asking for such a tiny apartment. What I am probably going to do is I'm going to start weeding out some stuff in this apartment so that when I am ready to move, hopefully in like 6 months or so, I will have it whittled down to what can go into a smaller apartment. I think is probably going to be the play. This is the Ardennes, and I'm using one of the two-tone mains on it, which I think complements it really nice. GTA 6 next year? Yeah. I'm curious how that's gonna go. I'm excited to give that a try, I think. Even though I haven't liked any GTAs yet. We'll see. That's why I usually wait roughly a year before getting a game I want or find it at a reasonable price. Yeah, if there's something that I really want to play, I don't mind paying for it. I bought like God of War Ragnarok. I pre-ordered Spider-Man 2. To me, those were all worth it. Ghost of Tsushima. If Ghost 2 is announced, I would 100% pre-order that. Like, I'm not a big pre-order person, but if there's a game that I know that I'm gonna play and like, I will do it, especially if there's like some bonuses. Hey Titan, how's it going? Otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna wait. I've got a couple games right now I'm waiting to go on sale. I'll probably want to pick up the Planet Zoo, which is now on PS5, but I will definitely wait for that to go on sale because it's already on sale. You can get it on PC on sale. So, hey, it's a rat. It's Micah. Hey, Hoof Girl. Good morning. I did the black white dreads on my black roadster and love it. I've never tried that. That sounds good. I did. I once. I think I did those, or it was like black silver or something, and it's on the Arabian. I remember somebody once when I was playing was like, yo man, those are some cool cool mane on the horse. I was like, been sub for a while, but I rarely ever come in here. Well, I thank you for coming in today. I appreciate you. Appreciate the sub. A lot of people are sub to the channel, just do it for the occasional videos I put out, which is totally understandable. Not everybody's into live streams. I wasn't into live streams until Red Dead 2 dropped. Like, I didn't understand it. Obviously, I didn't even stream before then. Am I full of time? Really? It must be mint I need. I need something. I know that. There was another card nearby that I needed to get. So let me grab this arrowhead on the way. And then I am going to grab the card. The arrowhead is somewhere around here-ish. My girl has platinum hair, so it matches well. Nice. I've often thought of trying to change my character's hair, but the black suits her so well. Like, I went blonde when I was Princess Peach. And I was like, do I want to keep the blonde? And I was like, nah. She's dark. Dark head of hair. So this is a new horse. I just picked it up, but only because I got it for Arthur, and I was like, ooh, I really like that. Let me give it a try. So Arthur's currently riding this horse around, and usually I go with the Grey Ardennes because I have access to that in the story, but I don't know. This horse was calling to me. It's weird. I'm currently in my second 100% playthrough and using Map Genie to wipe the entire map. Nice. I need to do. I'm playing story again, and I do want to do another complete 100%. It's been a long time since I platinumed it and like 100%. And platinuming, you don't even have to technically 100% the game, as you know, because you only need like 50 animals in the compendium, I think, to get the skin deep, or the zoologist, or whichever one is the one for the compendium. So you don't actually have to complete it. So I did one playthrough where I 100%ed everything. So that means every single animal in the compendium was like tracked, like skinned, all that, and every little thing, every collectible, you know, everything you could possibly get. It took forever. Forever. And I got all the cards. I didn't buy the cigarettes to get the cards. Like, I legitimately went around and got them all. It was fun though. So I'm sort of working on that again, but like at a much slower pace. Trying to 100% my current playthrough. Nice. It takes a while, but it's fun. Like, if you're like a completionist, like you like riding around collecting stuff, like it's good. 100% doesn't even mean get all the achievements in the Rockstar Show. So it's so weird the difference between like 100% and then either all the achievements or I forget what they call them on PC if you do like Dead by Daylight, but all the, maybe it's achievements. And on PlayStation it's platinum, obviously. I don't know what is the Xbox equivalent of like platinuming the game. So like if I were to say like on PlayStation I platinumed the game, that means I got every single like trophy. So let's see Dead by Daylight here. There's all of these trophies that you can get, and so if you get every single one of them, you platinum the game. So what's the equivalent on like Xbox? Anybody know? Or do you have the equivalent on like PC, I guess? I probably should pay attention. I'm never going to actually get all these cards that I need today. I'm going to be a little less focused on dailies, probably. I'm going to do some for sure. I want to do a train clerk mission. It's just I'm at 0.1 gold right now, so I don't need... You don't think Xbox has a platinum equivalent? Interesting. Do they have achievements, though, right? Like, a set number of achievements for it. Platinum is such a weird thing. Platinum just means, like, for a particular period of time, you literally had no life, and you... Some people platinum games like smart, like they do it a little at a time. And I'm the type of person when I like play the game, and then I get to a point where I'm like close to platinum, and then I just like for 8 hours straight, that is my life, is to finish getting all the last little collectibles. It's actually horrendous. It's like not good for you. But I get a little like I don't want to say OCD, but I get a little like I have to finish it sort of a thing. If I were this card, where would I be? Outside? Oh, there we go. Dude, I must never get this one. I don't remember being on here. Oh, I know. I should have asked Rose because she's on Xbox. I think Xbox just has a set gamer score for each game, and when it's 100, it just says 1500 out of 1500. Gotcha. And those points are from each achievement. Okay. So you get like, it's like 100%. Just says 100%. I know PC has the achievements and stuff because, or I do forget they call them in Dead by Daylight because I do watch a bunch of streamers that anytime something new drops, like they haven't completed that yet. So that's like their focus. Or completing the new set. It's so gloomy. I was in a daytime cycle, but I feel like it's been rainy most of the time. I have both consoles and do my best not to double up on the same games. That's smart. I have an Xbox, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to get ready to sell. And the only game, it's like it's overlap. I play Red Dead over there too. Oh, so with the new Star Wars game. I have heard some good things about the Star Wars game. What is it? Outlaws or Star Wars? I can't remember the name of it now. It does look like it has the potential to be pretty good though. But I haven't been too into a lot of the Star Wars games recently, so I don't know. I kind of want to get the Lego Star Wars. Hey, Will, how's it going? Appreciate you stopping in. Have a great day. Happy Saturday. If you see someone with like an 80,000 gamer score, it's kind of crazy. Well, yeah, I mean, if like 1500 is an average, I mean, I'm not saying that's an average, but let's say 1500 for one game is like an average. That it would be insane. I've only platinumed like 8 games, maybe 8 or 9 games. Like I'm not big on platinum. Platinum. I don't know if that's how you say that. But I will do it if it's a game I'm really into. And like I've gotten pretty close. I'm really bummed because Lego Lord of the Rings is like 97% complete and I'll never get it any higher than that. Crazy. I just have the simple Xbox, the Series S. So like the new one, but like the small version. The very small version. And I just don't use it at all. And I could use the money for like a textbook, honestly. I haven't even looked to see what my textbooks for my summer classes are going to cost. I mean, luckily my job pays for the bulk of the classes, so I end up paying around 100 for the two, which is fine. But then the textbooks are usually like another 300, or at least they have been. Hey Corbin, welcome. You have the Series 1S and PS4 Pro. Nice. I only started getting like the latest systems when I started streaming because it just made it easier. This is the original PS5, so I've had it for whenever that came out. How long ago was that? It was a long time ago. She's holding up. You're holding up, girl. Keep holding up. I don't want to replace you. Yeah, I'm probably going to sell the Xbox. I just don't have time. I haven't, it's sitting in a cabinet right now. I have not turned it on in a year. Like, it's just sitting, wasting. Like, somebody else can use it. Plan to upgrade the PlayStation this year. I think what I'll do is unless something happens to this one, I'll probably just wait and see if they end up. I don't know that I need a Pro. I don't know that that's necessary for me. But I don't necessarily want to spend the money on like the slim version either. So we'll just see what the next what I would do is just get like the next version of like the regular PS5, but they discontinued it, so. So we'll see. Yeah, the Pro's probably going to be announced soon if I had to guess. I don't remember. Anybody remember when the PS5 dropped? It's been, is that close to 4 years for when it dropped? Or is that, no, I'm in the wrong spot. Am I in the wrong spot? Oh, I think I am in the wrong spot. As long as this one holds out, though, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It runs fine. The only issue I'm having with any game is Fortnite, and I think it's Fortnite, not my system. I don't think getting a different system is going to help that. When it dropped or when it was purchasable? I think I actually got it when it dropped. I think I was one of the lucky ones, right? I can't remember. It's been so long. Dude, I can't remember. Was I able to get... I feel like I had to work really hard to get it, like through PS Direct. Maybe I wasn't able to get it right away. Maybe it was a... No, I can't remember now. Totally can't remember. I feel like I got lucky, though. Like, maybe I didn't get when it first dropped, but, like, pretty close after that. Oh, there's actually... You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and grab this arrowhead, too. I might as well. There's one right here. I definitely had it... I didn't have to wait until it like really settled down. I remember that. So I have had it almost since the beginning, I feel like. I was definitely on PS4 when you first started watching, yes. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at the timeline. That's weird. I probably could figure it out, though. I could figure it out based off a test stream. I started streaming on PS4. Bye, Randy. Have a great day. Yeah, that's why I've never got a PS4 Pro either. Like, to me, the Pro isn't, like, I don't need it. So it's not, I'm not holding out for a PS5 Pro. I also don't want to pay for a PS5 Pro. But if I do have to upgrade, like, or if something happens to this PS5, I have to make a decision. Do I go with the Slim? Or do I go with the Pro, which will probably be the only other thing available, which is crazy. All right, the... heirloom I need is all the way up here. Boo. I feel like I didn't even get a proper daytime cycle, and now it's already going into the nighttime cycle. Like, I feel like it rained most of the time. My GPS keeps changing. Hello, I'm looking for a road, please. Thank you. Thank you, very kind. Are we gonna get eaten by a cougar? That's the question. I don't know if I'll get the upgrade brand new. I just want to be able to continue with newer games that are becoming just for PS5. Yes, although they haven't, honestly, like, there's not a whole lot so far that's come out that's just been for PS5. I imagine anything going forward for sure. Like, GTA is only going to be for PS5, right? And like next gen Xbox, right? Right? Like, they're not going to make it for last gen, right? Anybody know? Like, they can't. Come on. At this point, PS5's been out long enough that all games now should be on next gen. I got the Pro for Marketplace at a decent price when everything else PlayStation-wise is insanely overpriced. That's good. See, I'm just like always nervous about buying used stuff. Almost every game that says PS5 was made for the PS4 engine. Exactly. There's nothing... I don't think there's any PS5 game that's been released that looks like it was designed just for next gen or handles like it was designed just for next gen. Now, I haven't played all the PS5 games, so... But I just feel like... Let's just take Ghost of Tsushima, for example, too. Like, a PS4 game with a PS5 upgrade looks way better than half the stuff coming out that's just made for PS5. So it's crazy to me. Like, a PS5 was definitely unnecessary. When it first dropped, there was no reason why you needed to purchase it. But eventually that'll shift. I request seller to provide video if system's working and if the background of photos match video. See, that's good. That's smart. Hey, good morning, Thomas. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? That's very smart. I think I'm really bad about, like, selling my stuff. Like, selling stuff on Marketplace. And I'm also bad about buying stuff on Marketplace. Gypsy is like, if you want to sell it, because he does it all the time. He's like, if you want to sell the Xbox, I can help you set it up. I might take him up on that. I'm more likely to just, like, donate stuff than sell it, just because I don't want to deal with the hassle. All right, Ardennes, you warhorse. It's only a 1 star. Hey, good morning, Roger. How's it going? It is going well with me. Hey, cat. Why did you buck me over this cat? It's rude. She's only a level 1 bond. It's funny though, the horses labeled as like war type horses, Turkomans, Ardennes, Bretons, I feel like they don't do good around predators. Maybe they do good around gunfire, but like not predators. They're like, we are only designed to go into battle against pistols and rifles. Not kitty cats with teeth. Doing good, just hit 1,012 hours on Red Dead 2. Nice, that is a lot of hours. I saw somebody the other day arguing because they were like, oh, I have 3 hours. 300 hours, 3 hours. 3 hours is nothing. 300 hours in Red Dead, and the guy was like, that's rookie numbers. I got 500 hours in Red Dead. I was like, I don't even want to tell y'all how many hours I have in Red Dead. You'll think I never go outside. You'll think my whole life is on this game. It's totally not. I just don't sleep a lot. That's the thing. In the wardrobe in the east bedroom. Which one's the east bedroom? I don't know. It's this one. It's like, I promise. I have a job. I have friends. I go outside. I used to have 2 dachshunds that I would take hiking all the time. But I just don't sleep at night. You know, that's where my hours come from. And streaming. You know what? I'm gonna grab this vulture egg because I feel like I'm probably low on those. Give me some more over here. Do do do. Do do do. Hey, good morning, David. So anybody have any plans for this weekend? Anybody going to see any good movies? We're supposed to be going to see whatever the new Godzilla whatever is at some point, but we haven't set that up yet. Used to do all that and the Red Dead happened. I will admit, like, I do hike way less often. I usually go for a walk a day, like a mile to 1 to 2 mile walk every day when I can, when it's not like pouring or raining or I have a really long day at work. But I don't have the dog, so we don't go actually hiking anymore. Gonna watch UFC 300 tonight. Nice. I haven't watched UFC in forever. I used to watch it, it was interesting, and because what's really interesting is when you can pick out like moves they're doing and you're like, oh, that's a triangle choke, oh, that's an armbar, oh, that's a, you know, whatever. But they were pretty violent for me, and I was like, oh, I'm watching 2 people beat the crap out of each other. Okay, that looks like it hurts. All right, we got a card and an heirloom I need outside of Van Horn. So we're gonna go here. Just got on Red Dead, nice. I'm listening and lurking while I pack. Ooh, are you going somewhere? Are you going on a little vacay? It's true though, I wish I had even more time for Red Dead. If I like didn't have to work, I would do long streams again of story and online. Have you seen Stellar Blade? It's the most beautiful game. It has the best music. I have heard people talking about it, but I know nothing about it. I have not actually seen any gameplay or seen what it is about. Is it on all platforms or is it like an exclusive to something? Like, is it a PC only, Xbox only, or PlayStation only game? Pandemic boosted by Red Dead hours. That's true too. Plans of being lazy. That sounds good. Potentially this weekend, might be watching the Deadpool movies because I've never. It's a PS5 only. Okay, interesting. I have to look at that. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen anything about it. Gypsy's like, we need to watch the first 2 Deadpool movies because I've never seen them. I don't know why. I don't know why. Don't give me a hard time. I've seen parts of the first one. For when the 3rd one comes out in July. He thought it was coming out in May, but it's not coming out until July. So we have time, but he's like, yes. So either this weekend or next weekend are coming up. We're gonna watch the Deadpool movies. I honestly don't know why I've never watched them. Because I don't have time. That's why. I remember you mentioning it, Rose. That's the free demo I mentioned the other day. I didn't get to play it. Fell asleep. Oh no. So you can't still get the free demo? Ew. I'll have to check out some gameplay. I'm a sucker for good music and beautiful gameplay. Deadpool movies were fun. I feel like they would be totally fun. I don't know why I've never seen them. I mean, it's Ryan Reynolds, right? Ryan Reynolds, right? That's like Deadpool. I think I like him. He's funny. I don't know. I don't know why I've never watched it. Hey, Jua, if I didn't say hi. I remember saying things that you're saying, but I don't think I said hi. There's a lot of stuff on the list that I haven't seen. You guys know. Now I just don't really have that much time. I finally finished Percy Jackson on Disney Plus. It was really good, but I didn't like the ending because it's basically just they're setting it up for season 2, I guess. So it kind of just felt unfinished, which I guess it sort of is. But at the same time, I was like, meh. But the rest of it was really good. This must be a... Hello, kind sir. Don't mind me. I'm just going to dig for an heirloom here. I still have it. I've seen gameplay and it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I have to check it out. Let me know how you like it, Rose. Morning, Gypsy. I was just talking about you. Ears must have been burning. Morning, Jack. So how did you get the demo for it? Is it just like available to everybody, or is it something you had to like request or sign up for? Just curious. There was a game once I was gonna try. I think I even got a demo of it, but it's one of those games where like you can't save. And I'm like, I don't have time for that. Like, you have to get to checkpoints to save. But, like, you might lose an hour or two of gameplay. Like, the checkpoints are, like, few and far between. And I was like, nope, don't have time for that. Oh, I need to be able to hit the save button. Alan Wake is a little bit like that at first. So early on, there's less checkpoints, but you actually have to go to a specific point to save. If you know where they are, it's not so bad. And once you like get to know the game, like it's not bad at all because you'll know where to go. But when you're first playing, it's like, oh, how do I get back to that checkpoint so I can save because I need to stop? It also checkpoints during the story, but if you're doing like free roam collecting and stuff and you need to save, like you actually have to go to one of these spots and save, so. Decided to try playing in a normal lobby and some modder with no name just ran me over and killed my horse. That sounds about right. Assholes. I didn't actually post it. I was like, I'm saving this, I'm gonna post it. Someone the other day, like, tried to attack me, but all they could do was kill my horse. They couldn't kill me at all. I was like, if you're gonna try and grieve somebody, like, be better. Like, do better. I know you're trying your best, but, like, do better. I'm going on a sort of little trip to visit my cousin this weekend. She lives 2 hours away. I don't want to drive back. We decided to stay out there. Nice. It's free in the store. Okay, I'll check that out. And that's right. Next weekend you see Gabriel Iglesias. Morning, Rowdy. Demo's free for all. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to check it out for sure. Wait, did I? Is there something else nearby? What did I just get? Well, clearly not that direction. Let's try this way. I think it's this one. So give me a little blurb. What's the game about? Like if you had to describe it in like 30 words or less. The griefers that are modders get me like that. It just tells me that you're too scared to be killed in game by someone, so you got a mod to make yourself feel like some epic gamer. Yes. What's really funny is the people who boast about killing other people and they're cheating, and it's just like, okay. All right. I don't understand, but if that makes you feel better, you do you. Happy Saturday, David. Happy Saturday. I did get a little bit of a late start today. I probably won't be on super long. My next set of stuff for school drops at 2 o'clock today, I think, and I need to work on some of it. Technically, I had access to the textbook already, so I did start reading through it. It's on marketing and one other thing. I can't remember the other thing. But I didn't have access to the ALA, so I always hate it when I don't have access to the ALAs that I can do right after I read the text. Also, I need to log in and see if my professor responded back to me about the quizzes. I think I talked about this on, because did I stream Wednesday? Was that before or after I did the quiz? I don't think I did. So I took the quiz on Thursday, and the very first question was on material from a different chapter that we were not supposed to be quizzed on. I think this might be outside, but let me check. Oh, no, it is in here. So right away I'm irritated. Like I'm super irritated at the beginning of this quiz because I'm like so then as we get into it, like the first 5 or 6 questions, I'm like, this is on material I did not study. It was a previous like block of material. And like I got a bunch of them right, but I also didn't know some of them because I hadn't refreshed my memory, and it was stupid stuff like about the Treasury Department and just stuff that's not, I don't need to know. Like it's not that important in my opinion for an intro to business class. So I was really irritated. Then I get to this question. So let me ask you guys. Okay, let me ask you guys. So the definition of profit sharing is you get a percentage of the company's profit in addition to like your regular wages. So you'll get your either quarterly or annually, whatever the profit was for the company, you're going to get a percentage of that. That's profit sharing. The definition of sales commission in the textbook is that you get a percentage of the earnings from like your sales during a particular period of time. So let's just say like the year or whatever. The question was, Susie gets her regular wage, and then at the end of the year, she gets a percentage of the profit from the company's sales the previous year. Now, would you think that's profit sharing or sales commission? Because they were both choices, along with gain sharing, pay for, I forget what the other one's called, pay for something, and a bonus check or whatever. Because let me tell you, that comes off as a trick question. Because I'm like, oh, okay. You're getting a percentage of your sales, of the sales for the previous year. But it didn't, I didn't even think it said her sales. I just think it said the company's sales. So I was like, sales commission is when you make a sale, you get a percentage of the earnings. Jack says that's profit sharing. Yeah, so first I marked sales commission because I'm like, okay, it specifically says sales in the question. I was like, it says percentage, sales. I was like, I'm gonna go with sales commission. And then as I'm going back through, I'm like, okay, this sounds like a trick question because it says percentage of the profit. And I was like, that's profit sharing is a percentage of the profit. And I was like, maybe sales is like the red herring. Like that's the thing that's supposed to throw you off. And so I'm like, they're trying to trick you by thinking it's sales commission when it's really profit sharing. And so I changed my answer. By the way, it was sales commission. I got it wrong. That's why I'm salty. So questions like that really irritate the hell out of me because I was like, you're not trying to make sure your students know the basics of the material. You're trying to trick them and frustrate them. So I ended up emailing her because I did a little bit better on this quiz than the last quiz, but I still did not do well. And I emailed her and I told, I was like, look, I mean, I said it in a very nice professional way, but I was like, do you have any advice on like what I should study? Because I was like, I read through all the textbooks for the material that was supposed to be on the quiz. I read through them a second time. I took handwritten notes, which I then typed. So I was going over it again. I had flashcards. I did a recharge of the ALAs. I knew this material really well. And I was like, I feel like the questions on the quiz are not matching up with the stuff that I'm being told is going to be on the quiz and that I'm studying. And I was like, and I know for a fact that a bunch of those questions were from a previous module. And I was like, so, you know, can you give me any advice? She has not responded yet. However, and I may have shared this because I don't know if I got this on Wednesday or not. I feel like I got it the same day for the quiz though. So there's this huge project. I've talked about it. It's a pass fail. You have to get 70% or better. If you get under that, you fail the whole class. Doesn't matter what your grade is, you fail the class. So a couple weeks ago, we had to turn in a template of the project. And on April 10th, she writes back and she says, Brandy, great use of the slides, look super clean. I forget exactly what she said, I'm paraphrasing. Slides look super clean, everything looks really good. Go ahead and build your slides out. Don't be afraid to use some more images and graphics. That was on April 10th, by the way. The project that she gave that feedback on was due April 3rd. I already turned it in. And I was like, you literally gave me feedback, an assignment that you made me do and turn in, worth 0 points. However, if I didn't do it, I get points taken off. You didn't give me any feedback until, was that a full week after the project was due? Let me look. Yep, full week after the project was due. Full week. And I was like, what good are you? This is probably the worst professor I've ever had in my entire life. But yes, profit sharing is what I would thought too. And everybody asked us as profit sharing, but it wasn't. It was sales commission. Stellar Blade ravaged by strange, powerful creatures. Earth has been abandoned, and what is left of the decimated human race has fled to a colony in outer space. Okay, interesting. Maybe that's why I haven't like seen anything of it, because like post-apocalyptic type stuff doesn't normally appeal to me, or outer space. But I will check it out for sure. Our current education system thinks that 2 + 2 is 5, so I don't know why anyone would roll glasses anymore. I don't know that the current education system thinks 2 + 2 = 5. Some people try to explain why that's a valid response, but Celeblate is all about big butts. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Would I play an Alien Cowboy game? I'll never say I won't play a certain game. I'll check it out first, but like, if I don't think the game's gonna interest me, then I'm not gonna go out of my way to play it. I have a pretty solid idea of like my likes and dislikes. 2 + 2 = 22. There was a joke video. It was from something like an old show or whatever that I was watching the other day, and it was there was a guy and a woman up at the board. It was a multiplication problem, and she the way she was coming to the answer, what was it, like 20 times 7 or something, and like 28 was the answer she kept coming with, and no matter how he did it, it was hilarious how she was justifying the answer that she was getting, and it was pretty funny. But I was like, yeah, that's accurate. Hey Zero, how's it going? How on earth does anyone justify it being 5? I've seen it before, and it almost feels like a meme, like somebody's like really kidding, but at the same time, it's I don't want to get into it because it has to do with like how math is racist, and I don't know. Yeah. It feels like a joke, like a meme, but like I'm pretty sure there was a serious like thing going around about how 2 + 2 could equal 5, and it feels like one big joke, but like wasn't, I guess, at the same time. I'd have to look it up. I'd have to look it up again. I honestly just like usually scroll past that kind of stuff. I have made an error. I'm a big advocate for what I hate is when a student gets points taken off because even though they have the correct answer, they didn't get to it the way like they're learning necessarily, because everybody learns different, and just because this method works for some people, I think I can jump over this, yeah, doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody. So like if they use a different method to get to the correct answer, in my opinion, that's fine. And I hate it when they get negative like points taken off because you're like, no, you needed to find the answer using this method. And I guess like on one hand, it sort of makes sense what they're saying, like they're trying to teach a specific method, but I think the point should be that there are many different methods out there to get to an answer, and a student should be able to figure out which one works for them. Or not even a student should be figured out. The teacher should help the student figure out how they learn, because everybody learns differently. So I get that you're trying to teach a particular method, and like maybe you're testing on that method, but if that method doesn't work for that student, then at the end of the day, like if they got the correct answer using a different method, who cares if they know an alternate method? You know what I'm saying? Like who cares if they, you know, if they're multiplying 100 times 100, if they use method A versus method B. I don't know. What am I going for? Heirloom? Been a while since I've done a lot of collecting in Saint Denis. Closest thing I can even try to imagine is that 3 out of 5 claws of a person thing during slavery, but I'm just like, those are still numbers. Math isn't somehow magically affected by racism. Yeah, I mean, math is math. Like 2 + 2 is 4. I mean, now where math, like when you think about it, you're like, am I about to get shot? I don't know. Oh, he nodded. All right, I'm gonna fancy bell. When you think about it, you're like, where did that even come up? Like, where did math, like, even come from? Like, 2 and 2, how do you know? Like, where did the numbers 1 and 2, and then you put them together and it makes 4 come from? Like, that I get. So maybe you're arguing against the system in place? I don't know. Hello, sir. Knew it. Knew it with the elephant rifle. That's impressive. We can't just have nice things. I'm telling you what. Can't just have nice things. You're overthinking. He killed my horse. Did he run? He probably killed my horse and ran. He did. Look at him. His dot's gone. What a bitch. I have a billion horses. Did he leave the lobby? That would be hilarious. Oh no, he's still here. He's running. He is running, would be my guess. Did you take a look at the level and just realize that you made a horrendous mistake? Which way do we think he ran? Any guesses? I hate fighting in Saint Denis, by the way. It's ass. How far could he have gotten? He's still red. Do you think he fast traveled? Do they not understand horse insurance? He's a 23. He doesn't have the money. He could pay that $4. Dude, how fast did this guy run? I wonder if he went north out of the area. That's hilarious. Alright, where's my next collectible at? That's why Rand is like, shit, it came out of my pocket. I don't have the money for this. I'm an advocate for no homework. You don't bring your work home when you clock out. If a teacher can't teach the required curriculum within a lot amount of class time, they shouldn't be teaching. I totally understand, like, maybe not the amount of homework, for sure, that kids get. But I like maybe a reading or workshop to like study a little bit for a quiz and stuff, like, because just when you're learning something new, just doing it in class, like, you're not going to necessarily remember it, like having a review. But like, again, just a small, like, something. Having kids having to come home and do hours and hours and hours of homework is ridiculous. Like, let them be kids. Let them go outside and play. Let them play with families, or play with their friends. Sorry, Shadow. Chicken boy ran. He shot me in the back after waving at me and then ran like a little bitch. I hope you're watching right now. They're not. Some random in the game. He's like, I'm gonna start a fight, but I'm too chicken to actually participate in that fight. I gotta pad my kills somehow. Alright, I'm going the wrong way. My next collectible is out south of Rhodes. I'm gonna go to the S here. Doop doop doo. Kids should be kids. Yeah, I don't want to run into this guy here. Doesn't last. They grow up too fast and becomes adult work life. Yes. Like, the amount of homework that kids have to do now is insane. I just joined a new lobby and a duck flew off breathing fire. I'm out of here. I don't blame you. Vacation homework, yeah. Or even like summertime stuff is crazy. I would never allow homework to be done at my home. I mean, you better be planning on homeschooling if you ever have kids then. Or find a private school that doesn't believe in homework, because if you adopt that policy, your child will fail in school. Like, you can refuse, but do 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 do. I understand a little setting time on the side if you're struggling, but damn, yeah, like a short review. Like, it should honestly be more like you come home and while you're doing stuff with your family, say, having dinner, you're having a conversation with your parents, and they're like, oh, what did you learn? And that's your time to like talk about the concepts, or like, that's like your review, right? Oh, we learned about this today, and in American history in 1923 we learned that this happened, and like, that's the review, if that makes sense. do, do. I don't want to sell anything at the collector, but I probably should. Oh, hey, it's our buddy. Ah! That's hilarious, dude. That is hilarious. Oh, man. That's him. That was him, not him there. I think he fast traveled. He's like, oh no, she found me. Where's my collectible? Oh, it is that way. I don't want this guy to think I'm coming after him because I'm not. He's in defensive mode. Dude, shit's hilarious. Whatever your name is with a G, you are a scaredy little chicken bitch. Try to make friends in a nicer way. You don't have to shoot people in the back. And if you are, be man enough to stand there and take a couple dynamite arrows to the face. Interrupt me while I'm getting my collectibles. All right, was this the one at the S? Yes. I'm mostly not getting these at this point because I am carrying the max amount of everything. So I can't collect with anybody because I would totally bug you out. But I got to try because I got to get the rest of it. I didn't do homework. You won't fail as long as you do exceptionally well in class and on tests. I guess that depends on the school and the teacher and the class, how much they grade homework for. I think it is important to review stuff that you're learning. You can't just sit in one class and learn a concept. You wouldn't do that in a job either. It's a continual learning process. I also think it should be less about memorizing facts and more about learning concepts that you can apply. Like right now, for example, for this business class, one thing that I'm particularly irritated about is that it's a business class. I don't need to know what was the predominant business in America in the 1800s. How is that possibly going to help me run a business in 2024? It doesn't. That's the answer. It does not. It is not a practical. So in my opinion, the biggest problem with schools, whether you're in, elementary, middle, high school, and college, is that things are taught in a way for memorization that you're going to instantly forget when you're out of the class, and stuff that is not applicable to real world application. Everything should be real world application, in my opinion. Unless obviously you're specializing in something. If you're going to be a doctor, obviously you have to learn and memorize a bunch of shit. That's a little different. But good doctors are the ones that not only do they know the stuff, but it's because they've done it. It's practical application. They're doing it. They're doing the surgeries. They're treating. They're seeing people. They're seeing these things in real time. Like,
what the heck is your problem?
I don't have a problem, sir. I was nowhere near you. All right, how many more do I need to get here? All right, there is a card, a cups I need, Southfield Flats. I still need to do a train mission. Maybe I should do one out of like roads or something. Got run over by a deer. Nice. Small something. Yeah, exactly. It should be a conversation. I feel like too, as we've gotten, I don't have kids. I don't know how hard. I know that it's extremely hard for families out there when you're talking about not only do both parents normally work because that's the economy we're in. You're talking about multiple kids or kids with homework and extracurricular activities. So you got kids that are doing multiple activities. Like sitting down at the table for dinner is extremely hard for the average family nowadays. Like I totally understand. But it probably would go a lot further, I would think, to have those review conversations instead of a boatload of homework. Just a kid talking about what they learned. I feel like, depending on how you learn, not all kids would learn that way, I guess. But it's like a good, nice little review, but you're still spending time with family. And I don't know. I feel like that is better than I'm gonna now come home and have 3 hours of homework for this one class, because nobody should have 3 hours of homework a night, period. And when you have, I knew kids that had homework like literally like an hour too long for each class that they were in. Like they'd come home and work on homework all night long. What the hell is my horse isn't even close to colliding with other horses. I love it when you're like, let's say I'm just here and someone's trying to go by me on the road, like right here. And they're like, what in the hell? Get out of my way. You're blocking me. And I'm like, what? First of all, even if I was doing this, you could still get past me. All right, we got 2 cards up near Valentine. No, can't set up a camp here. This is considered a homestead. I don't have knowledge about your school or economy system. That makes sense. That tracks, as you're in Portugal. I feel like some private schools are starting to do a good job with it. Like they're starting to understand and get it. But like public school right now, unfortunately, is just out of control. I feel like in a lot of areas, the teachers are not supported anymore. There's this idea for there's overcrowding, so it's hard to teach to the individual because the classes are so big. You get this idea now of parents are only siding with their kids. Their kid's is always right, the teacher's wrong, instead of the other way around. Like, it's rough. I don't know how teachers do it. Hello, sir. Oh, multiple posse members. Interesting. Wow, this is a happening place. There's a lot going on here. Oh, someone's pink back there too. People are rumbling. It is Valentine, are we surprised? Let's get ready to rumble. We ain't got time for rumbling. They went into the stable. I wasn't able to see if it was our buddy. I have to fight off the urge of jumping horses if they can be rude. Sometimes I do shoot them in the face, especially if they say make a sexist comment. Or, you know, the whole like Marty McFly. I don't know why I said McGuire. Marty McFly. You yella, you chicken. And if they're like, oh, good for you, backing down, sometimes I'll shoot them in the face just because. I will shoot them in the face just because. In public school, kids will yell at teachers or not behave, and the teachers can't really... Yeah, teachers can't do anything about it. I don't blame teachers for getting out of the public school system. I don't. Private school might be a little bit better, but probably not a ton, depending on the private school. Dude, you know how my videos keep coming across my feed lately, too, of just kids beating the absolute shit out of another kid, and the teacher's literally doing nothing about it? Because they can't. Like, they can't. They'll get in trouble. It's ridiculous. Why couldn't the eggs being stuck in trees have been one of the bugs that they fix? They'll never fix that one. I've read recently middle schoolers just meow when they don't want to answer questions and the teachers can't get them in trouble for it. I think some of these kids nowadays don't actually know what it's like to be held accountable for their actions. And one day it's gonna bite them in the ass. Like, they're not learning as a kid, and one day as an adult. Like... I'm not going to say that this is right, okay? But kids get away with a whole lot, and one day they're going to get a little older, and they're going to mouth off and do something to the wrong person, and they're going to get the shit beat out of them. And you know what? Sometimes that's what you need to learn. They're going to get knocked on their ass and going to be like, oh, I can't say whatever the hell I want to just anybody? I never learned that as a kid. That card is in an unfortunate spot, and I don't really want to get it. Do. But there is an arrowhead nearby, so we'll go for it. All right, we're gonna go to Wapiti. TikTok was like an unfortunate third parent. TikTok. I don't think TikTok has done our kids any favors, for sure. I'm all about technology is important, like advancements, but TikTok is, yeah, you get some good stuff on there, I guess, but like TikTok as a whole is not they're a thing. What blows my mind, I feel like I'm gonna come off sounding really, really old right now. What blows my mind is the parents that allow their, like, I for some reason a video was recommended to me the other day, and the girl had to have been like, she was not a teenager. I want to say maybe in the, I'm gonna go, she was probably somewhere between 8 and 12. I know that's quite a range, but like she wasn't a teenager, but she also wasn't like 6. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, she was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, somewhere around in there. And she's doing one of the dances that's going around on TikTok right now in a bathing suit on TikTok. There's literally no there's, in my opinion, zero reason for that. There literally zero reason for that. All you've done now is allow your prepubescent daughter to dance in a bathing suit on a platform full of predators. Like that's the only, like, you're not growing. I don't know. I have a real problem with that. I have 2 pink dots in my lobby. There are definitely some pink dots here. Pink dot doesn't always mean that they're going to shoot you and be aggressive. Sometimes they get that way because like somebody attacked them and they just relentlessly pursue them till the end of time. So they really were the good guy. And that's okay. My forward uses oh shit in correct format, but he's told him to stop that. Yeah, I've actually heard of the meow thing before. Sometimes I feel like kids and adults just need to be told, look, you can feel however you want. You can do whatever you want. Like, but don't expect other people to cater to you. Like, the world does not revolve around you. It doesn't. Stop getting butthurt over what somebody said to you, some random person that doesn't care and is just trying to do their job, and do something productive with your time. Like, if you're getting butthurt over something that someone says to you, like, that's a you problem, because you can't control other people. And if you're secure in yourself, who cares what they say? Who cares? Stop getting on TikTok and making it this huge drama. This person today, and this called me this, and blah, 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 and they did this. Literally, that person doesn't even care. They're just trying to get through their day. They also are a person with problems. They're literally just trying to get through their day. We're on a crate on the 2nd floor of the western building in the back. I love when they say, like, the western... What the fuck? Okay, I guess this is the western building because it's closer to the west, but still. Oh, maybe not. Do you see a card here? What? There is... What? That card wasn't there. I didn't see it. Nothing drives me more insane than a family posting their young kids to make money off them. Yes. Like, there's just some stuff that doesn't need to be on TikTok, honestly, or Instagram or whatever. In the wardrobe next to the desk. I feel like that's this, right? Do we see something in here? No, that's not a desk, though. I hear you! Where are you? Where are you? Is this the desk? This has got to be the wardrobe, right? I am confusion. All right, here's how I feel about this. We don't need that jewelry. Let's go. I'm getting some helpful info on TikTok maybe in like 2021, and then it rolled into how you need crystals and the Earth's energy to tell you it's all going to be overseen, so prepare yourselves. A bear took me by surprise and I knew my horse would buck, so I raced off, but it charged after, so I just one-shot the bear. Nice. You should don't get that lucky in a panic. Sometimes when the animal's chasing you, it's easier to get a headshot because they're like facing you head on, which is nice. All right, we got the card. That's what I needed. And there's another card I need up at... I'm going to try to fast travel, though, because it's up at Coulter. Let's see if we can get a... Might not be able to get a camp. It's really hard to get a camp here until you get back to, like, Katora. Hey, Joker. How's it going? Am I maxed out on the Dane Topaz necklace? Oh, you know what? I could be. Maybe that's why it's not showing up. Is that the one that's there? I didn't even look to see if it was a static. It is a static, and I probably am maxed out. Let's see. I'm so confused. Dane Topaz necklace. Rowdy for the win. I was thinking I probably wouldn't be full on most of the jewelry, but I guess I have been collecting a lot of jewelry lately. I was like, I hear you. Why can't I see you? Dumb question inbound. Have you ever looked at something that looks so stupid that no one is going to believe if you tell them, so you just keep it to yourself? Oh no, I'm off-road. And I'm definitely not going in the direction of Coulter. Oh yeah, I am. Okay, it just looks weird. Because I've seen some very stupid stuff. I mean, sometimes I still share the story and I'm just like, you'll never believe what happened today. And I was like, yes, people are that dumb. Hey, Jose, how's it going? What drives me crazy with social media right now is that, like, there will be a trend that takes off, and then literally the next 20 things you scroll through has some dumbass song. And you're just like, for fuck's sake, man. Something else, please. It's like, what was the like, the Boots, like the country song or whatever? Dear Boots something. And like literally everybody's doing that dance, and I'm just like, oh my god, stop it. One thing I feel like would never happen to me happened last week. I passed by an active shooting at a gas station. Holy crap. I'd like to never be anywhere near any type of acting shooting situation. Would be fantastic. That sounds terrifying. Were you just like driving past? I only have one hawk egg, so I'm gonna go grab this one real quick, just because it's right in the line of the road. Is it the Luke Bryan song? Probably. I don't listen to Luke Bryan, but that sounds right. And I'm just like, why is it everywhere? Please stop. Yeah, the whole, anytime anybody blocks traffic or anything for the, like, I don't know. Some of the times, some of the things I see people film, like TikToks and like Reels or whatever, in a place where I'm just like, these people are just busy trying to live their lives and you're like literally getting in their way. Can you just not, please? You're a terrible person. Speaking of weddings, I'm going to be going back up north for a wedding in May. I just talked to Allie yesterday via text because she got my acceptance. I already have the flights. I already have the flight and everything picked out. I am flying on like this particular, it's like they have very limited flights and it's usually a little less expensive. Although I think at the end of the day, I ended up paying about the same I would have paid The difference is I can fly right in near my mom, so she's gonna be able to pick me up, and I'm gonna save on a rental because the rental was gonna be like, is it gonna be a couple hundred or like over 100? It was gonna be pretty expensive for like a day and a half. So I do have to drive 2 hours to drive to an airport to fly out, but it's a smaller airport, so I don't have to deal with like a huge airport, which is nice because I get anxiety. Wow. Oh no, I can't help you, sir. We're dead. That was unfortunate. Come on, pony. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. My horse didn't die. That is impressive, actually. This guy bugs out a lot of times, though. Like, oh, he's not gonna bug out. Nice.
Increíble. Can't believe it. Qué alivio.
But yeah, so I'm not looking forward to that. I drive 2 hours, but then I don't have to drive anywhere basically from the airport I land at. So then when I get home, I'll have to drive 2 hours. But I'm leaving out on a Thursday and coming back on a Sunday morning. The issue is I'm leaving out super early on a Sunday or on Thursday. So like my flight's at like 6 a.m. Am I in a solo lobby? I am not. So my flight's at like 6 a.m. and it's 2 hours away, and I have to get there like in enough time to get through security and everything, which at that time of morning is probably very small. So I probably don't need to be there 2 hours early, but I'm gonna make sure I'm there at least an hour and a half early. So we're talking, if the flight's at 6 and it's a 2 hour trip, you know, we're talking 4, and then we're talking we want to be like an hour and a half early. We're talking 2:30. Yeah, I'm gonna be leaving like 2:30 a.m. I'm gonna be so tired. And the flight out won't be as bad because it's also early, but I'll be 30 minutes away from the airport, so. I can only take a carry-on though. I can't check any bags because it's like more expensive. So I'm just taking a carry-on, so I gotta figure all that out because I'm a terrible carry-on person. I packed too much for stuff. I was at the light next to where it happened. I stopped waiting for the red light to turn green, saw cops, somebody putting their hands in the air on the floor laying down, and people scared. That's crazy. At the gas station, not knowing where to go. Next day, saw it on the news, 3 people got injured. They blocked everything after I passed. That's insane. Well, I'm glad that it sounds like nobody was killed, which is good. I haven't seen that random dynamic event up there in forever. What time is it? 12:44? Okay. Did I literally even do one daily? I did do one daily. Okay. I've pretty much just been collecting and chatting this entire time. I'm only 23 and I've seen so many stupid things, so when I'm an old man, I'll have some great stories. I feel like as I get older, like I forget half the stupid things that I remember seeing. All right, inside the house on the dinner table. All right, does that get another pentacles for us? No. Oh no, that's swords. Where's pentacles? I can't remember if I was at 2 or 3. Oh, I need one more pentacle, so I must have been at 2 already. So one more to get to 3. Hello, Jinro PMAC. Why are not working? There we go. All right. There is a sword I need in Strawberry. The last Pentacles is right outside Blackwater. Perfect. Yeah, I'm in just a full lobby. I had a little baby rank 23 earlier, wave at me, wait for me to walk past, shoot me in the back, and then ran like the Dickens because he realized he was about to be lit up. There were some Pink Posse members in Valentine. Everybody other than that's been pretty cordial. I just made it to PlayStation. I have no idea how to message somebody. Don't. That's my advice. Don't. So recently I had an interesting thing where somebody messaged me through PlayStation and said some stuff they shouldn't have said and left recorded messages, and I reported them, and then somehow I got a warning from that. Not really sure. Obviously their system got mixed up, and so I just shut it all down. Nobody can message me anymore. Sorry. It's a shame because I like to, first of all, I never get mad back at people who message me and call me names because they're literally not important. If you find the need to message somebody that you interacted with in a video game online and say something negative, like whatever it is, you suck, you're terrible, blah, 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 whatever, dude, you are not winning at life. You don't bother me in the slightest. I literally do not care about you. However, what I will miss out on is the really wholesome messages that you get sometimes. You help somebody out and they say thank you, or they have a question, you help them out and they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, like I couldn't figure this out. I love those kind of messages. If somebody's like, oh man, I see your level, like I'm really struggling, I can't figure out where to go in Red Dead for this. I love helping people out like that. Fortunately, PlayStation's a dumbass. So I tried to talk to them, they were like, well, you still have access to your account, like you didn't get suspended. And I was like, I don't really give a fuck if I got suspended. Your system's jacked up, fix it. But yeah, moral of the story is just don't message anybody you don't know in messages. Because these things nowadays, they'll suspend you over the tiniest thing. And people deliberately try to goad you into saying something they know they can get you suspended for, even if it's pretty innocuous. Like, they don't have people reviewing these, it's bots. So you have to be real careful. I am too close to Strawberry to travel to Strawberry, I guess. I love reading those trash messages. I have a lot of them on Xbox. They're hilarious, dude. I think they're totally hilarious. I'm like, you really took the time out of your life to send me a message over something that happened in a video game. Tell me more about your life. Let's sit down and chat about it. All right, we're just going to have to swing back up to Strawberry. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I hate this idea too. I have people occasionally like, you should be nicer to people, and I was like, if somebody's being nasty to me or like attacks me in game, like I'm under no obligation to be nice to them. Like, get out of here. If you want to be nice to them, great. If you want to be their therapist, great. I'm nice sometimes. I'm nice when the situation warrants it. Otherwise, you know, sometimes I'm gonna be a troll, and that's okay. And I love that I've had somebody tell me once, well, you have no idea what they're going through. And I was like, I don't really give a shit what they're going through. Their behavior is not justified because they had something hard going on in their life. How about this? You have no idea what I'm going through. Or they have no idea what the person they're harassing is going through. Maybe the person they're harassing is right on the edge of killing themselves, and they hopped into Red Dead to do a little collecting to try to relax. And you harassing them and sending them nasty messages is really not helping their mental health. So how about you think about a person on the other side of the equation? Get out of here. If you're the one being a bully, you do not deserve any consideration. I don't give a shit what happened in your childhood. Go to a therapist. Go to a professional. Stop taking your shit out on other people that had no impact on what happened to you. It's such a cop-out. I hate it. People don't want to hear that, though. They're like, we have to be nice to everybody because everybody's going through something hard. And that's great. I will be super nice. But if you're being an asshole and not nice, then you have not earned that. So, GTFO. I don't think I've collected a single arrowhead today. I am max amount of them all. Whoopsies. Hey, Lions. I'm good. How are you doing? We in the jail cell, I think? Reminds me of somewhere I read that a player pretended they're 13 when someone was calling them BS. They quickly changed to keep up the good work, bud. I also, like, I understand both sides, though. Like, if you guys are on a video game trash-talking each other and you find out the other person is a kid, like, I'm sorry, that's their parents' like fault for allowing them to talk to grown-ass people online. If you're gonna play a video game that's rated M, I don't know. There are things that I certainly would never say to somebody ever, like, no matter what they're doing. Like, I've got lines I don't cross. But at the same time, I'm like, nah, if I'm doing a little bit of trash talking and you turn out that you're 9 years old, like, that is your parents' fault. And not mine. Be super nice and let yourself get shit on by the internally tormented souls out there. Yes, that's how to walk through life. Exactly. Exactly. Look, we all have stuff we go through. Some worse than others. But it's not anybody else's fault. It might not even be your fault, but you can't take it out on other people. I mean, I guess you can, but don't expect that to go well for you. That's why there are professionals out there for you to talk to, because life is shit. Life is hard. Life is crap. Like, again, that doesn't give you the right to just go around mad at the world and treating everybody terribly because your life has been terrible. Honestly, your life probably would be better if you took some responsibility and, like, worked to change it. I don't feel a card here, so I'm not in the right spot. Like, being mad at the world and being awful to people isn't going to make you feel better. It's just not. Outside the windowsill of the jail cell. I really don't feel anything vibrating, though. Why is this card no vibrating? Rude. Letting your kid play in public lobbies is like sending him off to war. Go get him, Tiger. Like, no 9-year-old out there should be in a public lobby with... whether or not they play the game is one thing. They should not be on an open mic in public lobby. They just shouldn't. That's what gets me when you're expected to be nice when they're not being nice. I hate that. I used to get told that all the time. You should be nicer to them. They're going through a tough time. Why? They're not being nice to me. Why should I be nice to them? Now, I could be nice to them, and sometimes I am very nice to people who are not being nice to me because I understand that they're going through a hard time, and I understand that it has nothing to do with me, and sometimes I remain cordial, I'm nice, and sometimes I'm not. I'm under no obligation to be nice to somebody who's being mean to me. I can be, and sometimes I am. But you know what? Sometimes I'm not the bigger person. That's just at the end of the day. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I don't want to be nice to you if you're being mean. All right, armadillo. I think I have almost got all the collectibles I needed for today. This is fantastic. There was a girl that was admiring my horse when I first started playing, and she messaged me asking what it was, and then we became friends and did dailies and all that together. Her husband liked playing too, so John and I would play Hello with them for a good while when the game was still very popular. See, that's so wholesome. I love those types of interactions. That's why I will miss messaging, like things like that. Because you do get some very wholesome interactions online, but like, there's so many dickbags out there. It's you don't get them anywhere near as much as you would because of the dickbags of the world. Pretty much. Hey, Victor, how's it going? I just look at the people that take this game seriously like it's life. Yeah. That's what I always say. I'm like, dude, it's not that, it's a video game. It's not that serious. We're just all here to have fun. Like, at the end of the day, like, life's stressful. I'm here to relax and have fun. Do a little collecting, pet my pony, like in this fake world. Like, it's not that serious. It's okay. All right, looks like I just have 2 more collectibles to get. Unless I missed something. I'll do a quick sweep afterwards. So one's over at the farm. That card never works? I was expecting it to be vibrating. I remember that some cards don't vibrate or give the yellow, but I always forget. Be nice is the first step. It's up to the other person. If you should be nice back, all bets are off. I'll say things, yeah, sometimes you just have to cut your losses too. Like, some people you're just, It's just like, okay, have a nice day. Like sometimes somebody who's being a total jackass, I am super nice to, and I'm just like, okay, great. Have a nice day. Enjoy your life. Bye. Like, sorry you're having such a bad time that you're taking it out on people. Oh, I don't see a blue dot, but somebody else just made a noise. Interesting. Sometimes what I like to do is I don't think this is gonna sound super bad. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to be like overly sarcastically nice to people. Like if I'm on the phone with somebody, like at my job, and somebody's being a real dickhead, sometimes I like to be overly like sarcastically nice so that hopefully they'll get it. You know? Just talk in an uber cheerful voice. Well, sir, you know, we do that for everybody. You know, and just like try to make it. And I'm like, you're getting my point, right? That you're an asshole, but I can't tell you that. Do. I need to get ammo. I still haven't done that. I need to probably buy ammo. I had a super wholesome interaction with someone when Red Dead was still new. I was drunk and didn't even mean to be nice. It just worked out the way and ended up offending a good dude. I had, before I first started playing with anybody, when I was still new to Red Dead, I was just collecting one day and a whole posse ran up on me and I was like, meep. And but the guy was like super nice. He was like, hey, we're just doing a couple dailies. You want to join in? I was like, yeah, I'm just doing some collecting. And he's like, yeah, we are too. Yeah, join on in. And sent me a posse invite and I rode around with him for that day and it was wholesome. I was like still new. I was still pretty low rank. I mean, it's not like anything came from it. I didn't like play with them, but like for that day, it was like a good wholesome interaction. I don't understand why you do collecting when you have $812,000 because I like collecting. It's not for the money. Right now, I just want to see how many sets I can get. This is what I find fun in this game. I know that people find this boring, but like, I'm having fun. I'm riding around in beautiful scenery and I'm chatting with you guys. I'm having fun. That was the great thing about the work I did in the military. Most everyone I dealt with was a contractor, so everyone had to be nice. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm in a position where if somebody starts being really nasty to me on the phone, I can hang up on them. Like, I'm not in a job where I have to be like, I'm not like a customer service, like where you have to be super nice to them. I do have to, yes, I do have to be nice and professional. Obviously I want to be, but if somebody starts treating me poorly, I do not have to stay on that phone call. Because at the end of the day, we don't have to, they're volunteering to do something. We don't have to accept them volunteering. As a matter of fact, we've kicked people out before and been like, yeah, you're out. You're a horrible person, you're out. Look, we're gonna get a sunrise here. I befriended someone by helping them carry things back to, they hunted back to camp. So those are the cool interactions. We had, Gypsy and I were in the other day randomly, because he never plays this game anymore. And some little low level kept bringing us animals to camp. And he's like, was like in his 20s. He didn't even have the proper guns. Like everything was a 1-star, but I was like, this is so wholesome. Like we don't need these animals. We should be helping you. But like, he was so like wholesome and he'd like wave and drop an animal off. And I was like, aw, you're adorable. Do you do PvP on PlayStation? Rarely. Like I'll play Fortnite. I guess that's PvP. But I don't really PvP in this game. It's not worth it to me. That's not why I play this game. Most of the games I play are PvE though. I do play a lot of Fortnite. But only because my friends play Fortnite. I enjoy it too. Right now the game's kind of not in a great spot, so I haven't been enjoying it as much, but it's just because of the bugs. Alright, let's do a quick sweep here. See if I got all the collectibles that I needed to get for today to make all the sets. Looking good, looking good. New Austin's clear. I can't believe with all that talking I did. Oh, I did miss one. Okay, I missed one. Is that the only one I missed? Let's see. Yeah, that looks like the only one I missed. Okay, let me travel to Emerald and grab that one card. And then I'm gonna do a train station mission. Gotta check out the chick who does troll scammers. She's a voice. Yeah, I've heard a bunch of them do that. They're fun. They're always fun. And I like watching, like, is it Slater? Does the pretends he's a kid, which is hilarious. Collecting allows you to go and explore the map in ways you normally wouldn't. Yes, I especially love right now in story, just I'm going around again and just trying to find, like, just roaming around because there's so many more things in story. It's crazy, like, that you'll come across just like randomly in the wild, and like online doesn't have that stuff, and it's insane. Can I do missions with you? Not today. Maybe at some point in the future, but not today. I'm gonna be wrapping it up soon. It was nice. We got to pull our little Arabian out too. Why my map's so big? Got this beautiful sunrise. Let's see, where are we going for this collectible? I think I should have, what is this? This is a cup. I should have two. Okay, good. I do have 2 swords now and 2 wands. Perfect. The biggest collecting I've been neglecting is the cards. So I'm actually doing better on a lot of the collections. I didn't do any fossils today, though. I need up my fossil game. I think I'm still missing, like, the Megatooth. My biggest problem is spending my money. So what do I have right now? 812,000. However, I have earned 1,496,849, and I have spent 672,326. I have spent 4,000 gold bars. I've earned 6,573. Holy shit. I've spent 4,000 gold bars. This is not accurate, by the way. This is when the game came out of beta, I believe, and it messed the dates up. So I've been playing since December 2018. Like end of December 2018, beginning of January 2019. I've owned 272 horses. It's crazy. Hunting profits. This is how you made your money early on. 39,745. Okay, sounds good, Joe. Ooh, Boromir. Oh, that's a good name. I have now officially gotten all of the collectibles I needed today. I really do hope it's collector next month. I would like to hit 1 million in this game. Like, legitimately, like, all at once. Like, I didn't spend it. I think that would be fun. Dappled thoroughbred. The gray dappled? The gray dappled's super pretty. Dude, when I was doing the bay horse video, there are so many legitimate, like, really pretty bay horses. Alright, I want to at least do one more daily just to make sure it counts. Once in a while you do that weird thing where you only do one daily and it resets the next day. Hello, sir. Let's do a delivery.
Well, as usual, it's non-stop here in paradise. Somebody was meant to pick up the mail but didn't show, and I sure as shit ain't delivering.
Alright, well, I'll deliver it.
So looks like you're the lucky winner.
How's the video coming? Any release date? I finally have all the footage and the first part of it. It was supposed to be out like 2 weeks ago, and this class has just been really hard. my guess is I will not get it out this weekend. My class ends... Let me look here. My class ends like the 25th. So if I don't get it out this weekend or next weekend, I'm hoping by the weekend of the 27th, 28th, because I'll have a little bit more free time. I want to work on a bunch of it this weekend. Once I can sit down and just work on it, I should be able to get it done pretty quickly. Because all the footage is there. I just have to do a quick recording for each of the horses. So it just depends on how well that goes. I don't typically work on videos on Saturdays at all because I usually live stream on Saturdays, get a bunch of stuff done, and then I've been hanging out with Gypsy a bunch. And then Sunday is where I work on some video stuff, but I also have that's my grocery shop, laundry, clean around the house. Right now what I'm doing is I'm going through everything in the house and I'm trying to put together stuff to donate and stuff that needs to be thrown out so I can just try to condense everything. So that's going to take me a little bit too. So we'll see. Hey Ducky, how's it going? Were you getting some good sleeps? Whoops, I passed by my delivery point here. So definitely in April. It will release in April, Winterfall. I just have struggled a bit with getting it out as early as I would have wanted to. I need to change my guns here. Can I... Oh no, is this going to be bugged out?
We'll put you in a pit with all the others.
Don't you duck on me. There we go. It was just because we had people there. Players can steal the bag. Look at my good little Arabian, though. Everybody's like, oh, the Arabians are so skittish, blah, blah, blah. Did you see my Arabian run off there? No, because my Arabian is a badass. My Arabian was like, bullets? Psh, who cares? I'm staying. We are getting through this together. Now, I'm not saying he won't run off at a different time, but more often than not, he's a good boy. He is a brave boy. Predators don't bother him too much. We get bucked every once in a while. It's not perfect. Mostly when I'm caught off guard. Ah, this is the one that bugs out, though. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Look at him. He's still just standing there. Oh, it's not gonna bug out. Nice. Understandable. I was just curious. Yeah, I want to get out video. I want to get at least a video out a month. It's just I'm doing another accelerated class for summer, and I'm kind of terrified. If I have one more bad class like this, I already told Gypsy, I was like, I'm putting a pause on the degree and going for a certificate in data management and analytics so that I have an actual skill where I can get into a different job. And I'll come back around and finish the degree after that. And that would only take me a year to get that. And the jobs that will open up will be so much better. Finishing this degree is not really going to open up any opportunities for me. It just, it isn't. I have too much work experience. Having an actual degree is not going to make any bit of difference. So it's more for future and going back and finishing my bachelor's. But at this point, I'm just I can't handle classes like this. I am too old and cranky to deal with people like this. I just am. I'm just not in a position where I want to deal with a professor that has no clue what they're doing. Hey. Oh, I didn't even see that. Arabians are beautiful. I'm sorry, buddy. I did not even see that. I swear somebody at Rockstar puts that there on purpose. I don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry. Demir, welcome. So yeah, it will release in April. It's just whether it's this weekend, next weekend, the weekend after, I'm not 100% sure. I feel like I'll be able to get a good chunk of it done tomorrow, depending on how much school stuff I have. The problem is I've got two chapters and 2 ALAs I have to read. I have a peer assignment I have to finish, which should be relatively easy, I think. And I think there's only four chapters total. Oh, I do have to finish up my e-portfolio, my LinkedIn profile, but the LinkedIn is pretty much done. So I shouldn't have to do much more with the LinkedIn profile. I also have a job I'm going to be applying for this weekend. I don't have a chance of hell in getting it, I'm pretty sure. But I'm like, why not? We'll give it a try. It would be great because it's a remote position, but I don't think I'll have the experience they're looking for, even for a level 1. They're looking for level 1, 2, and or 3 for this, and I think that I have 2 years of experience working in the field, but not quite in the field, like in a portion of the field. So I think they're going to think I don't have the experience I need for it. So we'll see. I love learning, but I hate school. Same. I love learning what I like to learn. I do not like sitting in classes being told what to learn. I love research. I love reading nonfiction. What I'm mostly interested in though is like stuff like anatomy, nutrition, things like that. And right now I'm learning business stuff, which I'm not interested in at all. I just have to keep reminding myself that it's just a very small portion of my life and I can power through. Gypsy already went through this, like this exact what I'm going through. So like, I know he's sympathetic, but also he's like, dude, I went through this too. So just get over it and stop complaining about it. Not that he said that to me, but it's like, I get it. I know. I just hate it. I hate it. I hate everything about it. I wish I had just finished my degree. I only had like a year left when I was in college. I wish I had just, even though it would have been a biology degree, I wish I just had any degree right now at this particular moment, so that I was already past that. If I could pay to sit in college classes but not have to do any classwork or tests, that would be great. Right now, all my stuff's online. And which I need because I work a full-time job. The thing that blows my mind though is like, I'm not being taught by a professor anything. A textbook is teaching me right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm paying for these classes, but I literally could have just bought the textbook myself and done it and gotten the same education. Hey, Incubus, how's it going? You'll get it. You just gotta have faith. Oh, this class has actually legitimately made me feel dumb a couple times. Like, and I'm not a stupid person, but like this class is making me feel like a moron because of the way it's set up. And I was like, I hate that. That's so dumb. Like, that's the opposite of what you want people in school to feel. And I was like, I know it's not me. I know it's the class and the professor and the way things are set up, but it's like legitimately making me want to just like not finish. And I was like, please tell me the rest of the classes are not going to be as bad. I think probably an accelerated class was not the right way to go, but it's just so hard. Like this time classes opened up on a Monday and I wasn't able to start registering until Wednesday. So the one class I wanted was full. Does my character looks like she has a bald spot right now. Do you see that? Is that dirt? That must be dirt. That's gotta be dirt, right? She looks like she's thin. Her hair's thinning out a bit. So the class that I wanted was full and I had to do the accelerated version. I think what happened was too is that the professor comes very highly recommended through a couple things that I've looked at, and I think people just like signed up for his class because he's a good professor. So I was like, I definitely want him after this. So I was like, I guess I'll go with his accelerated version, but I was like, oh damn it. I hope it's not as bad as this one. I gotta do a tonic here. I feel like it wouldn't be as bad if I felt like stuff I was doing meant anything in the long run. Like if I felt like there was actual application to like current stuff, I think I wouldn't be as irritated. It's like I felt like I was learning something that was going to help me in a job. Nothing I'm learning right now will have. Now, the Microsoft Office class was fine. That class went totally fine. I actually did learn a couple things. It's not stuff that I'm going to super remember unless I need to use it. But like there were some things I legitimately learned in Excel. That was cool. And it was not a big deal, but this class is like not helping at all. Once you're done all your classes, you can go on a trip to Tahiti. I'm gonna need a vacation. Do I have to do? All right, let's do this resupply.
You know, I'm all for a barter economy.
I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up soon. It's 1:15.
Before we all became beholden to pieces of shiny paper. Anyway, my friend has some more goods to trade if we can hunt him some deer. And by we, I obviously mean you. I have enough on my plate. Thanks, partner. You're the best.
Right. Hunt a white-tailed deer. See if we can get it before somebody else gets it. Does this train go to Tahiti? I'm almost tempted to take more than 2 classes to try to get it done a little faster. Disadvantage is 1, more work that I have to do. 2, I'd have to pay for one of the classes. Work will only pay for 2. But I'm like, I kind of want to just get this done as fast as possible. Where are the deer? Where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. I think, I don't actually know. Is that the lyrics? I don't know. Does this trolley, is it trolley? Did it say trolley or train? Does this trolley go to Tahiti? Don't forget the quarter. Shut up, Arthur. Arthur has the best snarky, like, sarcastic comments ever. Is that Foreman with an E? I want to get it right for the Undertaker. Like, he's the best. That'll be on my gravestone or tombstone. I can never remember the exact lines, but like... I am. Take this poor deer I had to kill for you. I'll take the dumbass supplies.
This is just what I needed. Now feel free to help yourself to those supplies.
Arthur donates a lot of money. Dutch, we only need 1 more score. Yeah. Some smoke, some money, and then we're gone. I got a plan. You always have a plan, Dutch. You keep killing folk. I'm sorry, I just can't like Dutch. I just can't. I'll never see him as anything more than a stereotypical charismatic cult leader. Even if legitimately they wanted to write him as a kind, like, concerned about, like, person at the beginning, I don't feel like he ever was that. I feel like it was all smokescreen. What are the thoughts of players on Rockstar bringing back the Allo Passes again? I wish they would. I know that some people don't like this idea of bringing exclusive stuff back because it's like, oh, I played during that time, like I should be able to have that as an exclusive item to show that I'm a veteran player. And I say, who the fuck cares? It's a video game. You're not doing anything with this game right now currently. You're not putting in new content. Release all of the Allo Passes, the quick draw passes, like release everything for the players that are currently playing it that never had access to it. So I'm all for it. Whether they bring the pass back in its entirety or they just bring the pieces back that you can purchase, that doesn't bother me either way. Like, they have brought some stuff back. Obviously, you can now purchase John and Arthur's outfits and Dutch's outfit at Madame Nazar. They are super expensive, which is crazy. Like, they're more expensive than they really need to be. But, like, horse masks should come back 100%. Trying to think of what some of the other stuff that would be exclusive, like, just, yeah, bring it back, bring it all back. I'm fine with that. It's been long enough. Like, I don't care if somebody else now has an item that only I was able to get back when I was playing. Like, I don't care. I want you and everybody else to have access to everything that I have access to, because it's a video game and I don't like that I can show off a main I have for my horse that you don't have. I think that's dumb. Just because you weren't playing during that particular time, like, come on. And especially because they're not updating, they should do it. All right, I have like 6 more to get to 100 goods there. I literally did not do pretty much hardly anything except collect, but that's okay. I'm gonna go do a couple moonshine dailies and then I think I will wrap it up and go get some lunches. Lunches sounds delicious. What should I have for lunch? I'm kind of through my spaghetti sandwich phase, so we'll put that on. I do have some sauce I'll have to use sometime in the next week. Maybe I'll put a crust together for pizza, and in the meantime I'll make some spring rolls. Spring roll sounds yummy. I don't actually have the noodles I usually use, though. I don't know why they don't offer the Outlaw Passes just all the time. Yeah, the fact that they also brought back Halloween Pass 2 like 2 years in a row instead of Halloween Pass 1 is so weird to me. But also, they've brought back a Halloween Pass, so why not bring back other passes?
We have a batch ready to go.
Like, you don't have to do it all at once if you don't want to, but like, for crying out loud. Just bring back like one a month or something. Be like, okay, during the month of May, we're gonna bring back this Outlaw Pass, limited time. I mean, I think it should be in the game all the time, but like, if you want to do a limited time, that's cool. It gives someone a whole month to get it. That's fine. See if we actually have a buyer. If I have a buyer, I might sell this because it's mint, berry mint. Sometimes it doesn't have a buyer. Except we got a player bounty nearby.
I have some ideas.
I have some ideas. All right, we'll save it. I'm gonna go change decor. Do 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 do. I'm trying to think. I've been craving something lately, but I can't figure out what it is.
All right, what's next then?
I don't know. What is next? Let's change it to... This fox one might be one of my favorites. It's so cute. We'll go moose. We'll change it to moose. That should satisfy the upgrading daily. Change decor. And it does. Very nice, very nice. All right, being at 0.1, I think that's a good amount of dailies to do. Oh, I still need to keep ranking up this horse. Probably her cores are all down since that asshole killed her at the beginning of the game and then had to pay that $4. You're welcome, rank 23. Craving something spicy? That is a fact check false. I cannot handle the spice. I put a little bit of sriracha, a tiny little smidgen of sriracha in my meal the other day, and I was like, oh, I was like, my mouth is burning. Might be craving some good. I've got some. Oh, look at that pretty little rainbow. I've got some Gardein fish fillets. I could do like some fish tacos maybe. Let's see. All right, guys. Hot Ones and Conan O'Brien on the show, and it was wild. Is that the one with the wings? Where they do like the, it's like the wings with like the 10 different or whatever hot sauces and they get progressively hotter each time. I love the Jennifer, what's her name? Jennifer Lawrence one or whatever. And she's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Nothing's getting better. I don't know what to do. And she's like drinking stuff and like freaking out. And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what to do. She was hilarious on there. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Happy Saturday. I will try to do another midweek stream next week, but with the final week of class, that might not happen, so I might not see you again until next Saturday. In the meantime, I will continue to work on the Bay Horse video and hopefully have that out before the end of April. Thank you so much again. I appreciate all of your support. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will chat with you all soon. Bye, everybody.